yourself in when we're prohibited and available in the state of shop.
Buddy, whoa, glasses on. Hey everybody, Dan Schinder here on Drum Talk TV with Denny Seiwell from, you may know him from Rick Danko's band, and I love that flash in the pan outfit you were with for a while, Paul McCartney and Wings.
Oh, Wings.
Yeah, that did pretty good for a little while.
Yeah.
How are you?
I am fine, having a great time down here, seeing all my friends at NAMM. Just come down to thank all of the people that support me and give me my equipment that I use all year long, and it's great to run into everybody in one fell swoop.
Right, that's so cool. What are you up to right now?
Well, I have a jazz trio, which is the Denny Seiwell Trio with the organ, guitar, and drums, and we love playing around the country with that. That's really a lot of fun. And I've also got a new company that's just went online. It's called Musinq, like Musicians Inquiry, M-U-S-I-N-Q. And you can log on and talk to Davy Johnstone from Elton John's band, or Lee Sklar, or Steve Porcaro, Lenny Castro, or myself.
Oh, that's cool.
And next week we'll have a feature where you can get the answer to your question back in our own voice.
Oh, I like that.
Really looking forward to that. And you know, I've been doing a lot of Beatles stuff. I did the Beatle camp in Las Vegas at Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp, and then the Modern Drummer camp at Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp, which was great fun. And next week I'm off to Cancun to do another Beatle event at the Hard Rock in Cancun.
That's great. I want to ask you about your jazz trio, Denny. Are you doing like really old standards or more contemporary stuff? What's the range of music?
It's a little more contemporary, and we actually took 4 or 5 or 6 McCartney songs and redid them. So we do them as samba, more contemporary jazz. It's not like old-fashioned jazz, but it's not over-your-head crazy jazz either.
Yeah, not all fusiony with 36 chord changes and
No.
yeah. And what's the instrumentation? It's drums, keyboard,
Organ and guitar and drums. Organ is Joe Bagg. No, he plays left-hand bass. We don't tell him, but he gets paid for one guy, but he does a work or two. And then John Chiodini on guitar. Wonderful musicians.
Cool.
And we have a record out. It's on iTunes.
Oh, cool. What is it?
It's called Reckless Abandon, Denny Seiwell Trio.
Cool. It's right here on the screen, as is the website, to connect with Lee Sklar, Denny, some other great musicians. For some of the younger drummers out there that are kind of just starting to play with new musicians, or musicians period, for the first time outside of school band, as a drummer, and for any bass players that might be crazy enough to be watching Drum Talk TV, can you give some advice on the essence of what makes for a really good rhythm section? What makes it work?
Yeah, be yourself. Do not be Dave Weckl or Bernard Purdy or anybody else. Play from your heart, have the passion tell you what to play, and just the idea of drumming is providing a service to the song. It's not to be a flash in the pan overnight, oh, I can do all of this fancy stuff. If you can play the drum part that's necessary for the song, you're going to work.
That's great advice. Let's talk about briefly a couple of the brands that you're with. One of them's Remo. What kind of heads do you use, and do you use different heads for different situations?
Yeah, I use a lot of different heads, but I've recently really fell in love with the Ebony Black Suede Emperor.
Oh, wow.
It's a wonderful head for rock and roll, and then I use a lighter head for jazz stuff. So I use a lot, but I love Remo. I've been with Remo forever, and I'm with Drum Workshop now, and they've made me a lot of beautiful, beautiful drums, and I play Zildjian cymbals. And the most exciting thing I've seen at the show this year is they've come out with the new Carope line of cymbals. It's the old K recipe, and it looks like the cymbal's 100 years old.
We actually did an interview with them, and they showed us that. They are amazing looking.
Amazing.
It's like they took a magic potion, poured it over this instant aging.
Yeah, Paul Francis and Zach Daniger, they've been working on this very hard, and it's truly exciting.
Yeah, Paul's the one that we did the interview with, and it must be great for the. Are you using that for the jazz trio? For some of the dark tones?
My set yet. They'll be sending me a set ASAP.
They sound like they'd be a perfect fit for that because they're that old, sort of dark, heavy.
Now I use a cymbal called the K Custom Dry Light Rod. I don't know if you can see that. It's a
yeah, we'll cut that picture in.
They're wonderful. You get a lot of stick definition, and a very short decay on them. They're just really, really wonderful cymbals. I love them a lot for the trio.
Very old school jazz.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Cool. Thanks for taking time with us.
Pleasure, Dan.
Really appreciate it. I'd love to get together with you out in the valley someday, do a nice long regular length episode in depth about your whole career, talk about drumming. I'll get your info and we'll do that. Yeah, for sure.
DennySeiwell.com.
All right. Right here on the screen. Check them out. Right here on Drum Talk TV. See you soon.